welcome to the Asian Catering Roadshow, Cardiff. Now this time I have to be very careful because it's Cardiff, hosted by the Asian Caterers Federation in association with Just Eat. Now following the successful roadshows in Bristol and Edinburgh, here we are in Cardiff, and the journey shall continue, hopefully to many more cities next year.
संग ढोल बाजे धाय धाय धम धम धाय नगाड़ संग ढोल बाजे धाय 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 धम धाय ये धिन तड़ाक आजा उड़ के सराट पैरों से बेड़ी जरा खोल नगाड़ संग ढोल बाजे धाय धाय धम धम धाय नगाड़ संग ढोल बाजे धाय 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 धम धाय.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly invite Mr. Yawar Khan, the host of today's event.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me start by wishing all warm welcome to our Cardiff Roadshow in association with Just Eat. Purpose of the roadshow is to network, listen to your view, learn about innovation and nutrition in our industry and how to make your business more successful. The hospitality industry is one of the largest in the country and still face problem. We can all relate it to time have changed since we first introduced curry to the spice-loving British public, and although there are some restaurateurs ahead of the game, the majority of the industry is lagging behind, and if we don't do something soon, struggle will only get harder. There are many issues that we need to highlight. The cost of producing a curry is only going up, but many restaurants are having enough to reflect this cost in their menu pricing instead of getting involved in a price war with their neighbors.
In collaboration with Just Eat, wow, what would I say about Just Eat? A giant online food order and delivery service. It acts as an intermediary between independent takeout food outlets and customers. Now, if I want to put it in layman term, you have fulfilled the dreams of many working mothers. Please welcome to the stage the UK Managing Director of Just Eat, Graham Caulfield. Ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the stage the UK Managing Director of Just Eat, Graham Caulfield. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Sarah, for that kind introduction. Good evening, everyone. For those that know me, I'm Graham Caulfield. I'm the UK Managing Director of Just Eat. I was just sitting next to some colleagues in the local area thinking about, trying to remember the last time I came to Cardiff, and it's about 20 months ago when for the Six Nations game at the Millennium Stadium when England won. So I'm hoping tonight will be a successful evening. Thank you, everyone. I just wanted to, this is, as Yawar said, kind words, I think Just Eat, we're really proud to be working with the Asian Catering Federation. It's the third roadshow we've done, and I think it's important for us that as a big player in the takeaway delivery sector, we engage with restaurants, restaurant partners in the industry, put something back in, and help you guys understand where the consumers are going, where innovation trends are going, where consumer trends are going, and we work in partnership to really drive and understand where we're going with this, and we can help you improve and deal with those trends and make your business better. So this is the third one we've done. Bristol and Edinburgh went very well, and my team are on the table here. We're all here to talk to you tonight, so please, any questions or issues later on when we're mingling and having a drink, please come and tell us all the good things, all the bad things, how we can improve. We're keen to listen and help and work in partnership to really help improve things. So I want to talk about tonight, and the other thing is, as part of sponsoring these roadshows, we want to bring to you industry specialists to really help you understand what's going on and help you improve. So we've got Ruth talking a bit later about nutrition, and we've got Steve Gomez, who's a chef, talking about innovation in the industry. So bringing experts to you to help you understand what's going on and help improve. I want to talk about consumer trends in the online ordering, what we see going on in the consumer world, particularly in Cardiff. I want to give you some insights into what's going on in Cardiff, so you can understand what your consumers are doing, what they're seeing, where they're going, and therefore you can help adapt your business to meet those needs and improve. First of all, I want to talk about the industry growth. So we all work, all the restaurant owners in the room, all the takeaway owners in the room, everyone in the industry, we work in a bloody successful industry, right? This is huge. The takeaway sector is often made up of very small, independent, family-run businesses, and no one looks at this as a whole. This sector, the takeaway sector, is worth £9 billion to the UK economy. We did this research in 2014. When you add up all the restaurants and all the takeaways in the UK, this sector provides £9 billion to the UK economy. The government stands up and listens to that. That's a big sector. That's bigger than a lot of the established sectors in the UK. So, we work in a successful and growing sector. Those numbers, that's grown by 25% in the last 4 years and continues to grow. So we are in a very successful and a growth industry. Yeah? So we should be proud of that and really adapt our businesses to take the next stage of evolution. Look at delivery takeaway, which is really our core market today. That's worth £5.5 billion. Again, not an insignificant market, and huge growth in there as well. Consumers are spending more. Their weekly spend is going up and up. If you look at the recent trends, the growth in delivery takeaway is outstripping the growth in dine-in restaurants. People now want choice, they want convenience, and they also want the convenience of eating at home. And that's getting more and more prevalent and more frequent. And the growth in delivery and takeaway is far outstripping restaurants. So something to be aware of, that in terms of providing consumers that choice, it's important to be there. In Cardiff alone, the takeaway sector is worth £420 million a year. That's a big market to shoot at for you and your restaurant. And it employs over 12,500 jobs nearly. So it's a great employer. It actually drives families, family businesses. It helps them not just survive in a very competitive market, but thrive. So it's really important, particularly in the local communities, that it's driving local engagement, local businesses and local families to really do well. And overall in the UK, the whole sector supports nearly 250,000 people in jobs. So it's a huge, and we talk to the government and lobby around certain things. It's a huge sector. So, something to be proud to be working in. And we don't often shout about how proud we should be about the sector. If I look at us and Just Eat now, where we are, this isn't a blatant sell, but we see consumers now wanting choice. They want convenience, and they want a one-stop shop to come to. They don't want loads. Think about where consumers are coming. They don't want a tray full of menus in their cupboard. They want one place to go to, one website, one app. That's what we do. We've grown and we've tapped into that, and we've tapped into that trend. We're now in 13 countries, and we're the number one in every country. In the UK, we've got over 28,000 partners online. I think there are about 35,000 overall. So, most restaurants have joined, and they're really benefiting from the fact that we provide that portal for consumers to order takeaway. In the last 12 months, we've done over 83 million orders. We've provided 83 million orders for our restaurant partners in the UK. People are coming to us because they want the convenience and choice of one app. And therefore, we're driving incremental business as people shift online and come to us and want to take, and they grow takeaway from one portal. So 83 million orders and growing. So hopefully partners in the room are seeing that growth and seeing that continued growth coming on. We've got over nearly 9 million users in the UK. So, we have a brand loyalty there that people want to come. So again, tap into that and work with us as our partners to really tap into those consumers who are coming back more and more. Globally, we've done nearly 300 million orders as a business. Now, that's a big number, and what that brings to us is a load of data, a load of insights. We know consumer trends, we know what they want, we know when they buy, we know what they're willing to spend, we know their favourite dishes. So again, and we are happy to share that information with you as a restaurant partner to help you understand your business, and actually if you want to expand your business, understand where you should be selling, understand which postcodes to move into, come and talk to us and we can help you with that insight because we know all the trends. And last year we provided for restaurants £1.4 billion worth of food order value through our system for restaurant partners. That's huge, and that's continuing to grow. We should be doing, I would estimate, about 1.7 billion this year. So, you know, huge growth of restaurants. And these are new people coming to takeaway. And when they order online, they order more frequently and they spend more money. So, you know, using us is really important to come through to you to drive more value and more spend. And us as a business, you think about us, we're a website, we're an app. We have footfall. If you think about the busiest shopping centre in London, in the Westfield, we have 10 times the footfall through the Westfield shopping centre on our website every Saturday night. So we're that big. People are coming in and looking at our menus. If you're not there, then you're missing out on that trend. The footfall is driving, and you know, we're driving that for you through to your restaurant. Look at consumer trends. I think Just Eat in the UK has been around for 10 years now. Consumer trends have shifted. You know, when we started in 2006, people were moving from phone-based to online. And if you think about how consumers shop and how they've moved, you think about your own personal circumstances. You think about how you buy your holidays, how you do your banking, how you do your online shopping, your grocery shopping, your holidays, etc. It's all now online. And takeaway, delivery, restaurant food is no different. Everyone's shifted online. And if I look at the last 10 years, that trend is shifting as well. So people have come from the phone to online, and we've been able to tap into that and enable independent restaurants to take a part of that. But they've now not only shifted from online on a laptop and a PC, they're now on mobile devices. And not only mobile devices, but they're now app-based smartphone devices. That trend is continuing to shift. And if I think about where we are now in Just Eat, our 83 million orders thus far in the last 12 months year to date, 80% are now on a mobile device. So you look at trends globally across every platform, every shopping platform, people using a mobile device to buy, whether it's goods, shopping, etc., holidays. Mobiles have now outstripped laptops. Laptops are a dying breed. And in Just Eat as well, 48% are now on an app. So people not only shifted to a mobile device, they're now app shopping. And I think that trend is going to continue, so everything we do is on app. They also want choice. People want choice. We've got over 125 cuisine types on Just Eat. People want diversity. They're more adventurous. They want to try different things. So again, we give them choice in one stop. And I think the other thing people are looking for is healthy food. And I know Ruth's going to talk about how you can step into providing more healthy options on your menu, but it's something we see really day in, day out. People want more healthy options. And I think the other thing is quality. I've got the FSA rating up there. I know in Wales it's already legislation that you have to show your FSA rating on your window, but people now look for this, and it's important for consumers that they check it. I think over 50% of our consumers on Just Eat check the FSA rating of a website. So it's important that you have 5 or certainly north of 3. I think the FSA are out saying 3 is the bare minimum, yeah? But 5 is a mark of quality to consumer. I know there are issues around how it's scaled, the consistency of how it's measured, but getting a high FSA rating is really important, and consumers want to know that, and they want to see that, and they want the visibility of that. If I look at Cardiff as a market specifically, in the Asian cuisine, Cardiff is our 10th fastest growing city in terms of food takeaway delivery online. So you're in the top 10. Let's get to number 1, guys, get it all going. Look at Cardiff in the last 12 months, you've had a 34% increase in revenue across restaurant partners on Just Eat. That's gone up by over a third. So I'm hoping the restaurant partners in the room are seeing that growth in value. And nearly 33% increase in orders. People are coming back, and people are coming back more and more. So we're driving that growth and helping drive more growth for your restaurants. You've got over 450,000 consumers on Just Eat ordering food online in Cardiff every year. So these are loyal customers coming back and back and back and back. That's a huge base for you to tap into. So if you've got great quality, great customer experience, and you're giving the right things, you're giving the information they want, great FSA rating standards, etc., they'll keep coming back. It's a huge pool to shoot at. And customers have increased. That's grown by 35% in the last year. So more consumers are coming on board, and more consumers are ordering more frequently, and they're spending more. Given a year ago, they're spending 22 pence more per order. So the average order value is going up. So it's all going in the right direction. And I think, therefore, in terms of getting your restaurant, providing the consumers what they want, the choice, the convenience is really important to keep growing. And we did an analysis of the top 5 across both Indian and Chinese cuisine. And it's interesting. We are generally creatures of habit. So the top 5, see the top 5 dishes there: Indian, masala korma, Madras chicken tikka biryani, and Chinese sweet and sour chicken balls, chow mein, fried rice, special fried rice. These have been top 5 for the last 3 years. So again, if you haven't got this on your menu, put them on your menu, because this is what people want day in, day out, and they keep reordering these. Yeah. So this is what people are buying all the time. Yeah. Think about your average order value. Actually, these are the dishes that people want. Therefore, is there elasticity in your price to charge more for these dishes, because people want them over and over again. But it's important health, and we see this in Just Eat, not just in Cardiff, but just generally across the UK. We are seeing health and healthy options and healthy cuisines as a huge growth curve for consumers. They want more healthy cuisines. In Cardiff specifically, we've seen a 44% year-on-year growth in orders of people ordering from healthier cuisine restaurants. There are only 69 restaurants deemed as healthy, which is sushi, Vietnamese, or salad, etc., salad bars, within, I think, 50 miles of this venue. So there is scope there and opportunity, and people want this. Yeah. And 46% of our consumers are ordering healthier options off menus. So I think the important thing which Ruth will tap into is it's not just about having a fully healthy menu, because actually people want an indulgent treat, but equally now people are now ordering more often. They're now looking at breakfast occasions, they're now looking at lunch occasions. They're doing more. They're not just Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. They're actually Wednesday night, Thursday, Tuesday. But they want healthier options. Sometimes they want healthy, sometimes they want a treat and to be indulgent. If you have that breadth of range and those breadth of options on your menu, then they're likely to keep coming back to you. So I guess what this message is, particularly in the Cardiff consumer base, is saying 46% of people are looking for more healthy options at some point during the week. So in terms of listening to Ruth and what she's got to say, understand how you can make slight changes to your menu, put slightly different dishes on your menu that you will entice these people to come and order from you. And if I look at a general trend, this ain't changing. This trend of people shifting online, this trend of people ordering online, this is not going away. This is going to continue and to continue growing until absolute saturation of how we do things. 75% of adults, over 75% of adults, will access the internet on a daily basis, and over 85%, I think, are buying something on the web, on the internet every single day. Yeah, that trend is continuing. So you can, in terms of the growth and the continued growth of online ordering, it's going to go. And as to about apps, the growth in apps, people are now ordering on apps. People generally have 17 apps on their phone, and they'll use I think they'll use up to 5 or 6 frequently. Yeah, that's where it's going. So people don't want millions of apps. They don't want hundreds of apps. Think about I probably use 3 or 4 a day regularly. People don't want lots, and that's where we as a business play, because we have one app that people can access 28,000 restaurants. They can access wherever they are at a restaurant. That's what people want: choice, convenience, one-click ordering profile. And we've had 7 million downloads of our app in the last 12 months. So again, people are coming back, and it's important to understand that this is where people are now shopping. It's not paper-based, not phone-based. I think about my daughter who's 18. She's actually forgotten how to communicate to people. She will Snapchat, she'll WhatsApp, she'll Facebook message. She won't actually pick up the phone and speak to anyone anymore. So the millennials your consumers of tomorrow have lost the art of communication. They want to do it all on the phone, or by mobile, or by tap, 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 and that's where your consumers are heading. And as I said, 48% are now through the app. About 12 months ago, that's probably 32%. So people are coming back more regularly. In 12 months' time, that'll probably be up near 60%, I would imagine. And technology, I think innovation is another thing. You know, we're spending over £40 million a year on technology, and that's bringing the right technology to our restaurant partners to enable them to meet the new consumer demands and and drive a better consumer experience. Consumers want instant gratification. They want to know. Think about your ordering. If you place an order and you get a push notification back saying it's on its way, you're comfortable, you're happy. If you place an order and you have no communication or no insight, you're stressed, you're worried, you don't know what's going on. So the new technology now is, on the left there, you've got our new technology box. That's giving you as a restaurant partner the ability to, when an order leaves the restaurant, you can press a button and the consumer knows, gets an SMS or a push notification, it's on its way, yeah? You can sit at home then knowing it's on its way. That's 20 minutes away, 10 minutes away, you know that, yeah? It's what consumers demand, and consumers want that. If they don't get that, they'll go and shop somewhere else that gives them that. And the next evolution is actually giving consumers the ability to track their order. They can actually, almost like an Uber taxi style thing, and they can track the order. So that's coming, and also technology for you as a restaurant owner to track your driver. So you want to know where your driver is. We talk to restaurants and they tell us, Graham, my biggest frustration is the driver goes out, we don't know where he is, we don't know where he's coming back, is he stuck in traffic? This new app technology, as a restaurant owner, will give you the ability to track your driver so you know where he is. If you stop having a fag, you can call him out on it, and you know when he's coming back, you can prepare the food in time so your food's not sitting waiting on a hot plate too long, it degrades before it goes out. So you can track the drivers. We're giving you this technology to help you improve as a business because you need this to meet the growing consumer demands and consumer needs. And giving you back more value. Again, one of the other things, and again I've got Robin on the table here, one of the things we hear is restaurants, I know there are price issues, I know costs are going up, I know Brexit is going to cause further issues in immigration, particularly in the stuff, I was chatting earlier to a couple of guys from the Swansea region who were saying, Brexit's really going to cause problems in terms of getting more staff through. The third, fourth generation of the family don't want to get into the business anymore. We can't get staff because it costs 36 grand, etc. We know there are cost issues. The cost of food is probably going to go up now because of the losing the free trade barriers. So we as a business want to give you back more. We're doing deals with some of the big players who impact big cost players in your market to do deals as a Just Eat partner to drive value. We've got some cash and carry deals. We've launched on Friday a card payment deal with Global Payments. That could take your card, I don't know what, we'll do a straw poll later, but that could take your per card transaction down to as low as 8 to 9p a transaction. I know some restaurants currently pay 25 to 30p, even 40p a transaction. So as a Just Eat partner, using our size, scale and leverage, we're bringing that value. That could significantly save costs for you as a restaurant owner. And rates recovery and some insurance bits for drivers. Because we know one of your big expenses is driver insurance. Actually, we can come to us, we can do deals around insurance for drivers. So there's a lot more coming in this space. So actually, it's about us now using our size leverage. 28,000 restaurants. We punch really high with these suppliers to get the best rates for our partners, and we will continue to do that. That's all I've got to say. I've probably rambled on too long, so thank you very much for listening. Please enjoy the night. I think we're at the front. I'll happily take questions and one-to-one chats later. Really keen to hear what's good, what's bad, what we can improve. We've got the local territory manager for the area, Ali's down the front. Anything I can't answer, I'll throw him your way, and he'll deal with all the tricky questions. So thank you. Please enjoy the night. Listen to our guest speakers, and hopefully you can take something useful and beneficial for your restaurant away. Thank you.
We welcome a lady with over 10 years of experience creating menu and food plans for individual dietary preferences and goals, working with athletes, children and businesses to improve diet and health as well as employee productivity and business return. As a nutritionist and health expert, Ruth contributes to many national and international publications, as well as regularly appearing as a nutrition and health expert for the BBC. Please put your hands together to welcome on stage Ruth Tang.
So what are your next steps? So the first thing would be, okay, make a plan. So how can you make some improvements to your recipes, first of all, if you can? How can you highlight and communicate these changes on your menus? And then how are you going to market these changes to really spread the word about these changes? And if you really think that, okay, this is all sounding a bit too much of a challenge, there are some other options for some guidance. So you could take some training courses. The Hospitality Guild has some good online courses that you can take that aren't at all expensive. And then also I'd say look into the Cardiff Council Healthy Options Award, which is this Apple stamp you could all get, and they provide really good support. So they will provide free one-to-one consultations on how you can actually get this award, and some of you may already have it. I'd be quite interested to hear if you do have it. And if all of that sounds difficult, again, come and speak to me. I'm going to be here and I can offer some guidance on ways that you can get your menus and recipes analysed, and also start to look at how to communicate those on your menus. So I think that's all from me. Hopefully that wasn't too brief and quick, but like I say, I will be around, so please do come and pick my brains and enjoy your dinner. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Ruth. Very interesting facts and figures. Applause. Thank you very much. And next, we have Stephen Gomez Mukesh, a Mumbai-born chef who has lived in Cardiff for the last 15 years, where his signature take on traditional Indian recipes has gained him a place among the most respected chefs in the UK. After training within a variety of 5-star hotels across Asia, he is now renowned for his pioneering take on traditional Indian recipes. Stephen is credited as being among the first chefs to experiment with natural food science in his dishes. He is here today to share some of the innovative techniques that have secured him this success. I am pleased to welcome Chef Stephen Gomez Mukesh.
I'm sure most of us are chefs here, most of them are restaurateurs here. And every day is a crazy day. I'm already missing my knives and aprons already. Okay, let me cut this crap and let me talk something about innovation. It is said, when it comes to surviving in the ever-competitive restaurant industry, there is no silver bullet. There is an art and science to thriving, growing, and evolving over the years. Innovation is key, however I beg to differ. 20 years back, this is real, so I don't have to look at this. 20 years back, when I was a chef in South Africa, I won the Best Chef for Innovation Award. And the first thing that I did was I called my father, because my father is the best chef in this Milky Way. There's nobody better than my father when it comes to being a chef. So I called him up and I told him I just won this award. And he was pretty calm and he just told me, "Son, was your food tasty?"
Up with it, girl. Rock with it, girl. See what I mean, girl. With a bang bang. Bounce with it, girl. Dance with it, girl. Get with it, girl. With a bang bang.
I got you, baby.
Just you and me.
One more time before I go. I promise take it longer.
Any salt in good food. You may need to put a little bit of salt in rice, but why are you adding salt to excellent meat and vegetables or fish and vegetables? They do not need salt as adding because they have excellent taste just in themselves. And also I hear Asian members of my community who say, I won't eat in an Indian restaurant because I don't want to go to and see a dish where I can actually.
We'd also like to thank Yaur Khan, the chairman of FOPC and the sponsor, for organizing this event and making this event successful.
I think some of you know me, some of you don't, some of we've met before. Square Mile Insurance have been supporting ACF for quite a while, for several years. It's good to go on the road to these road shows. I think bringing the nutritionists, obviously Just Eat, other members of
local politicians to lobby to the government about our industries. This catering industry is one of the biggest industry in the country at the moment, and it's dying. So our local politicians should have a role to do it now. We have closing our restaurants and takeaways every week because of the staff. We don't have staff, and we would like our politician to act now.
Okay, so we're here at Cardiff for the third Asian roadshow we've done with the Asian Catering Federation. These are really important for Just Eat. We have over 28,000 restaurants nationwide. This really gives us the opportunity to go out to local communities to talk to our restaurant partners. We all want to help our restaurant partners grow, and the way we do that is working with them on health and hygiene, giving them advice on how to be FSA registered and the Schools on the Doors campaign, giving them nutritional advice. We had a nutritionist here tonight explaining how to make your dishes more healthy, and also giving you data that is really meaningful. So we have over 9 million customers in the UK, and daily and weekly we can tell you what those customers are eating, what they're ordering, and what they want from you as restaurants. So we want to work with our restaurants much more closely. We want to work with the Asian catering community much more closely. We know that everything is not perfect, so we want to address that with you, but ultimately tonight is all around meeting our restaurants and giving restaurants an opportunity to meet us and to network with the Asian catering industry.
So the purpose of Just Eat being involved with the Asian Catering Federation is for us to engage with the Asian restaurant community. And just help them improve their business. You know, we've got a wealth of experience in the takeaway delivery space, and just helping restaurants understand, you know, what's happening in the industry, talk to them, share knowledge with them, give them insights, bring experts to the event. We've got a nutritionist here, we've got a chef here who can talk about what's really happening in the industry. And it's, you know, this industry is great, it's growing, it's hugely successful, but it's constantly evolving. And I think restaurant owners need to step back and understand what's going on, and we can share the trends. We've got a wealth of data, a wealth of insights, over nearly 9 million consumers in the UK, and we know what's going on in the industry, and it's important for us to engage, share that knowledge,
and help our restaurants understand how they need to improve, where they need to improve for the next stage of the development. So, and it's great to just sit and talk, listen to the passion in the room, engage the restaurant owners, and just, share that knowledge.
আমি মনে করি এই ধরনের যে আজকের যে শো হয়েছে এটা আমাদের জন্য অনেক জরুরি দরকার কারণ এইরকম শো থেকে আমরা অনেক কিছু শিখতে পারি এবং বুঝতে পারি
This is Usman Rakib from View Asia TV. Just like to say that it has been a wonderful program today. Thoroughly enjoyed it, encouraging everybody to come and be part of this next event. Thank you very much.
আমি মনে করি এটা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট আজকে আমরা যেটা দেখতাম পারছি আসলে আমাদের খাড়ি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি যেটা আছে এটারে প্রমোট করার জন্য ইট ইজ ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট আমরা আরেকটা জিনিস এখান থেকে পাইছি যে খাড়িগুলি প্রাইসগুলি ফুড হাইজিন এটাও পাইছি
The Asian Catering Federation is the third Cardiff Roadshow. We done Bristol first, Edinburgh, and today we done in Cardiff. And main aim of the roadshow is how we can do business more successful. We are discussing the issue. Is innovative idea, our catering, the skill shortage, all these things there, and more importantly, we got a great speaker was there about from the old business sector, nutrition and hygiene, celebrity chef, also the speaker from the Just Eat as well. And Ruth was talking. She's the BBC television. The program nutritionist. She's was here. So we are advising the people how to do the better business. So all this sector. And today's program was like a first, second, third. Is the most successful one. We have a house was full anyway. So it's good. And we are planning to do more roadshow, create awareness how we can do business more successful and. Is this pricing, innovative idea, and those sort of reason is. And with this, we're going to take this roadshow all about the UK, inshallah, next year. And that's all. The federation is doing well, and thanks to all the people who supporting us in Cardiff. So we're a massive successful event.